Good morning everyone. Today I want to discuss with you about IIS. It's a famous web server. IIS means Internet Information Service. This is Microsoft Internet Information Service called IIS. Is a flexible, secured and manageable web server. Web server is a server which is responsible for hosting website, web application and services on Windows platform. Actually, Internet Information Services IIS is developed by the Microsoft. It is tightly integrated with Microsoft technologies like .NET, ASP.NET, Core and Azure, making it its preferred choice in Windows centric environment. It's a very famous web server which is mostly used today. I want to tell you how will we start Internet Information Services in Windows 11. After that, I want to tell you how we will run the local website in local area network. We can also access these websites in wide area network. But firstly, I want to tell you how we configure IIS and how we start the local website. IIS works by listening for HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol and HTTPS Hypertext Transfer Protocol secured request. It is responsible to access the request from the web and give the response. Actually, web take the request from the web clients. We have different types of web clients in the market like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. These are the web client. Web client is responsive to send a request to the web server and REST server will respond according to the query. IIS work by listening for HTTP requests, processing them through the modular pipeline and returning the request content HTML API. Web server respond accordingly what he heard or what he listened from the web client. Now the next, it also support FTP file transfer protocol and simple mail transfer protocol. Web server is also responsible for FTP, FTTPS, SMTP web sockets. Now I want to tell you about the key capabilities. Now I will discuss with you about the key capabilities. Web application hosting. IIS is responsible for web application hosting like support ASP.NET, .NET Core, PHP, Node.js and Python. Via extension you can install in web server. The next second is security. It support SSL, TSL, encryption, IP restriction, request filtering, authentication and authorization. The next is performance and scalability. Application pools for isolations, output catching, load balancing and integration with Windows processing activation service WAS responsible by IIS. The next is extensibility. Modular architecture allow enable disable features and adding third party modules. The next is administrations tools. IIS manager you can install with the help of IIS and PowerShell automation. How IIS processing request. Now listen carefully. Firstly, client give the request with the help of web browser. IIS will accept it with the help of HTTP and HTTPS protocol. After that, it will complete the DNS resolution. IP to name and name to IP resolution will be completed. The third is IIS received request. It will request with the help of port 80/443. It is the logical port for a specific protocol. The next is processing. Applications pool to appreciate handler ASP.NET and pipeline means which types of request we are talking about or we are giving to the web server. Web server will accept the request and give the response accordingly. The next response send back HTML, JSON or files to client. Now I want to tell you how we'll install IIS. Now you will press Windows plus R, then you will type optional features. After that you will click on Internet Information Services. Click on expand button. You will select the web management tool and World Wide Web Services. Then you will click on OK. It will take hardly 1 to 2 minutes on searching the required files to configure the IIS. After that you can access or you can start the local websites in local area network. Local website means you can access your websites in local area network. You can create your own websites. Hardly it will take 1-2 minutes for installation. I will give the permission to the internet so that he can access the required file. You can see that your operating system is applying change so that you can configure the IIS server in Windows. Now you can see that your processing has been completed. Now we will check in our system IIS is properly configured or not. Then you will click on Google Chrome and you will type localhost, LOCAL, localhost. You can see that your website has been started. Firstly, we should know about what is localhost. Localhost refers to the host name, that means this computer is network. Localhost refers to the host name, that means the computer in network. It is the self detection. It's a loopback address which is responsible to know your device is communicating itself or not. 27.0.0.1 in a browser, the request stays within your machine instead of being sent to the internet. It means we are not sending the request to the internet, we are sending the request itself. So this is useful for testing and development. It is allow us to run application locally before deploying them to a live server. We should go for the live. Firstly, we should start your website locally. How it is work? 127.0.0.8 range is reserved for loopback. Any traffic to send to the address in the range is routed back to the originating system. It's a web app developments. Developers run local server. The second is network testing. Administrator will use this command for check the TCP IP functionality. The third is blocking websites by mapping unwanted domain to 127.0.0.1 in the system host file browser and redirect to the local machine instead of the real site. We should not upload your websites on the globally. We should access our websites locally first with the help of localhost. So you can see that when you will type localhost or you will type 127.0.0.1, then your website will be started. You can access this websites locally. Locally means you can access your websites in local area network, or if your system is connected with the same Wi-Fi. The next things came in our mind, where is the location of localhost, which folder is responsible for it. Then you will press Windows plus R, then you will type C:, inet:// inetpub/www.root. You can see that this is the at the front of you. You can see that I have created this HTML code for my web pages, index.html. Index.html is the home page of the website. You can check. Clear? In my next video, I will discuss with you how we'll create the FTP server and FTP client. FTP server is responsible to store the file of the website, and FTP client is responsible to upload the file on FTP server. This is the process. In the next video, I will discuss with you how will we configure the FTP server. We will meet in the next video.